G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into some more Master League battles. So my team is same as always, well not same as always but fairly similar. Giratina, Dialga, Snorlax, boosted Dialga this time just for those swap-ins when people swap into from whatever they're leading with into Dialga off the start. So let's jump in and see how we go. So first battle up, 2604 Drozzor. So unfortunately I would like people a little bit higher than me. Would really help with trying to boost my rank up a little bit more. So this is a interesting lead, so I'm not really sure how to play this, to be completely honest with you. So I'm just going to go straight up Ominous Wind. So I don't think this is a very good matchup for me. They're going to be doing super effective. I am not. So what I'm going to do is swap out of this. So I don't think this is a particularly good matchup either. I'm not going to shield this. I have no idea what the moves are going to be on this. So Dragon Clawing by the looks of things. So this is yeah, so I think here I should have definitely swapped into my Dialga. So I'm going to have to keep some shields for Dialga. Let's hope I can get to another. So I guess the question is, I'm going to let this go because then I can build up some energy on the Giratina. Let's see what comes in next. So this is going to be a Rock Slide. So I'm going to shield this up because this is a really positive match for me. So I'm going to throw an Ominous Wind. Hopefully I can bait this shield. Let's see. So I did get a shield there. No, so they've swapped. So okay. So what I should have done here is switch straight out and jumped straight in for the Dialga. Let's see what they do here. So even if they Shadow Ball from this range, it's not going to KO. So I'm going to let this go. And then let's see if I can fast move farm them down, which I can't. So I'm going to have to shield this up because I can't let this go down. So I've done the wrong thing there. So I've managed to just get that off. So I'm going to Draco Meteor as soon as they come out here. So this was a different sort of team lineup, and the reason I didn't want to go into the let's see what happens here. So they're going to have to throw a charge move to take me out here, which is good for me because it means I'll burn their energy, and then I'll have my, let's see how much damage that actually does, and then I have my Giratina in the back to fast move farm them down. So happy days. So their lead really threw me, so I would have liked to go into my own Dialga with that lead, but obviously everyone's running a counter to Dialga, and they also had the Melmetal in the back there, so they would have switched straight into that. So running the Snorlax, well, swapping in the Snorlax there, even though it wasn't a very good matchup, did, I think, play a significant role in why I could win that match. So happy days. So I'm going to jump into the next one now. So let's see how we go, leaving the same team lineup. So hopefully I can find an opponent fairly quickly. Which it seems like I can't. So 2636 Wade, Hasu 5566. Let's hope we get a favourable lead here. And we obviously have not, which is absolutely fantastic as always. Let's jump into the Snorlax there. Let's see what they do. So they've swapped out of the Snorlax, which is good. That's a really interesting one. So I'm going to go straight up Body Slam here. Let's see what they do here. So they may shield, they may not. Oh, so they've not shielded, so I should have gone straight up. Should have gone straight up. Oh, and they've gone straight for Superpower. So that's causing a bit of chaos there, and I'll probably get to the next one before I can. So I'm not going to shield this either. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to come in with my Giratina and absolutely farm this thing. So not shielding, it's going to be a Rock Slide, but the Rock Slide's been debuffed, so it should do next to no damage. So it barely does anything. So they're going to swap out of this very soon. So I'm going to throw this first. I'll throw an Ominous Wind just because I want to do some damage before they jump out. Because if they, so they've swapped into their own Dialga. So I'm going to shield this up. I'm up a shield. This is going to be Iron Head, I would imagine. Oh, so it's the Draco Meteor. So that's a big shield there. So their attack has fallen significantly. So I'm going to commit to the farm down here, which is a big play. Oof. So this will be the Iron Head. So I'll let that go. Does next to nothing. And then finish the farm down. So they're going to come in with, I imagine, let's just make sure, yep, so it's going to be their own Melmetal here, so it'll be interesting to see if they shield this up, which they have, which is interesting indeed. So if I can get there first, which I can, happy days. So I don't know whether this is going to be within range of taking this out or not. And it is, so that's, oh, it's not. So, I'm going to let this go. Let it go, which is fine, and we'll see what people have in the back. So, I'm just hoping it's not a Snorlax, and it's not. So, I'm going to straight up Shadow Ball this thing. There's no point baiting. They've got no shields. I've got shields, so I'll straight up Shadow Ball. I've got the energy advantage, and this is a good game right here. So, and the Ominous Wind at this range should take this out. So, happy days. Well, if I hit all of those bubbles, and that's a good game. So, really happy with that one. Interesting swap into. So, obviously, when I swapped into my Snorlax, they had nothing in the back there, which is really good for me. So let's jump into the next battle. Don't know why I couldn't just go next battle there. Let's see who we're up against this time. Again, this matchmaking seems to be taking a little while. So I have noticed that the matchmaking 26-29, so pretty much smack right on the same as me. Let's see what they're leading with. Dialga, so that's really unfortunate for me. It's a really bad lead for me. So let's see what they do here. So they'll swap out of that, which is fine. And they're swapping into Melmetal again. So that's interesting. So I'm just going to go straight up Earthquake for this. So I'm not going to shield this. If it's the superpower, then it's the superpower. And I'll let this go down. They got the CMP tie there, so hopefully they don't shield this. If they don't shield this, happy days, and they haven't, so that's really good for me. So they're in all sorts of trouble here, so I'm not going to shield that up. Let's see what they do here. So they've superpowered again, which hasn't even taken me out, and I should be able to fast move farm them down, which I can. Let's see what they have next. Oh, so I should have thrown that straight away. So I'm actually going to throw out my own Dialga here. So their best buddy Dialga's much, much stronger than my best buddy Dialga. Let's see what they've got. So I'm at Iron Head, and they're at Draco Media. So let's see what they do. So I'm going to shield this up. Let's see what this is. This is Iron Head, so I'm going to do the same. Throw my Iron Head straight back. So they should shield this up. If they don't, I don't know what they've got in the back, but they're saving plenty of shields for it. I should be able to fast move farm this down. Oh, so the question is, do I let this go? So I think I'm going to let this go. So then I'm going to try and fast move farm, but it does do a lot of damage. What have they got? Hopefully not the Snorlax. So I'm going to Ominous Wind off the bat here. So this is going to be really interesting. So I don't know. So they've shielded that one up. I've not got the boost, but that's fine. So I'm going to shield this one up. There's nothing I can really do here. It'd probably be a Dragon Claw, I'd imagine. Yeah, so Dragon Claw is going to be super effective. So can I get this Shadow Ball? So Shadow Ball should do a lot of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough against the bulk that is, yeah, Giratina. So let's see. No, I'm not. No, so close. So close yet so far. Dragon Claw is going to take me out. So there, possibly I should have Ominous Wind, because I would have got to a second Ominous Wind there. Yeah, it is what it is. So potentially what I should have actually done is shielded up my Dialga there, so it could have gone into the next one, but that's fine. You live and you learn. Just a bit too much farm down there for the poor old Giratina to do on that boosted Dialga. So another Dialga lead. So everyone's leading with these things. It's really not doing well for me. So let's lick this a bit and have them switch. Let's see what they switch to. So, okay, interesting. So I'm just going to go straight up Earthquake here. So I'm not going to shield this. This is going to be an absolutely wreck me. It could take me out in this one hit, which it has. So that's not ideal for me. So what I'm going to do is just farm up massively. So I'm not going to shield this. It's probably going to be a rock type move, which is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, Stone Edge. Happy days. So this thing is absolutely wrecking me at the moment. This is really not ideal. So let's really hope I get a boost. Nope, no boost. So this is game over already. Yeah, this is very, very much game over. So, so I actually managed to get a boost, so that's good. So I am actually going to shield this up, which I know is ridiculous, but it's actually going to put on a lot of damage here, and it should draw a second shield here. Because they will fear the... oh, and just got another boost, so if I can get there, so I can't, but that's fine. So that was only their first shield, so that's really quite awkward. So I'm going to fully commit to the farm down here. If this is Draco Media, it's a good shield. It's not, it's Thunder, so it's sort of an average shield. So what have they swapped out to? So that's interesting. So I'm going to throw my Iron Head here. We'll see what they do. They should shield up, I'd imagine. Yeah, so they have. So it'll be interesting to see. So what do they get? So it's going to be the Shadow Ball. How close is that going to take me? Very, very close. And then they're going to fast move, farm me down. So, poor play by me at the start. Fighting type just absolutely wrecked that Snorlax. So, deserve to lose. So I'm thinking my starting lineup, so I'm just coming up against Dialga after Dialga on the lead, so it's just not working having this Giratina on the lead, because as you can see, let's see what we've got. So Melmetal, so actually something that benefits me. So let's see what they do here. I'm fully expecting them to switch out. So they're not switching here, which is interesting. So I'm going to let them throw that, because the Rock Slide's not going to do too much to me. Let's see if they switch out now. And then straight into Dialga, which theirs is boosted, obviously better than mine. They always seem to be. So I'm going to go straight for this Iron Head. So I'm going to shield this up. I know it's Iron Head, but still I want to win this matchup. So let's throw my own Iron Head here. Be interesting to see what they do. I imagine they will shield because they'll want to do the same as me and try and win this matchup. So what I will do is... Oh, so managed to fast move farm it down. So the it will be the Melmetal that's come out, which is fine. I have to throw this Iron Head straight at what the... So I was not expecting that. So they've done, I think, 3. So let's throw this Ominous Wind. So they're probably... I don't know whether they'll think that this is a... so... I'm just going to try and get to another one before they do. So we'll see if they want to shield this up. And let's be honest, this is probably the one they're going to shield up because they're so close to... Yeah, so they've shielded that up, which is really unfortunate. Doing huge amounts of damage there. So I'm going to Shadow Ball this, which is probably the wrong move, to be honest. I should have... so what I should have done is switched out into... kept the energy on. So I'm not going to shield this, which is a big call. Oh, and I just got there, just got to my Ominous Wind. Let's take that out and then bring in the Snorlax here. So its only chance was to Blizzard me, and so this is probably going to be the Surf because it's going to it's going to probably throw a couple of Surfs at me. No Blizzard, so the only chance it was having is to burn my shields and Blizzard at the end there for me to one-shot the Giratina. So I didn't let that happen, so happy days. So managed to get that one. So interesting that they brought out the Kyogre into that second matchup. I really thought that was going to be the Melmetal, but I mean, either way, I had to throw the Iron Head because I didn't have enough. So there's 5 battles done. Got 3 of 5, which isn't too bad. So there's, again, so let's see how that's gone for Soar. So from 27 to 35, so it's not really boosted me much, which is fairly standard because I seem to be getting matched against people with slightly lower battle rank than me, which is a bit frustrating, but it's fine. As you can see, I'm losing a little bit as well, so I would really need to win a bit more to be able to I guess go up in rank anyway. So you really need to be winning 4 of the 5, or all 5 would be nice, but 4 of 5 to really actually have a significant sort of boost in rank. So I think the big issue I'm now having, and the meta constantly changes, so everybody's now throwing Dialga out the front. So once everybody starts to realise people are doing that, and everyone then counters that by throwing Melmetals in the lead, everyone will switch around. And so it seems to be the big thing for Master League seems to be the Pokemon that people have are fairly consistent. There's usually one sort of out there choice, or one choice that's sort of outside the mold, but everybody's basically running the same things. So there's probably, let's say, there's 4/5 Pokemon that are actually in the meta, that everybody's basically running 2 of out of this, and then people's third pick seems to be a bit up in the air, and a bit dependent. So there's usually Dialga, Giratina, and Melmetal. So out of those 3, people are usually running 2 of them. And then the third pick for people is random, and there is a reason people run those. They're very, very strong. So that's a bit of an obvious one. If you've got those Pokemon, run them. They're strong. They're part of the meta for a reason. So use them. For now, hopefully that was a bit useful for someone. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.